Hi, I'm Willow Grace Mystic, and I want to thank you for the likes, the follows, and the subscribing. If you are interested in learning astrology, you can sign up for my class at willowgracemystic.com, Astrology for Beginners. On Sunday, July 11th, 2021, the inquisitive planet of Mercury, it enters the very sensitive sign of Cancer. Now, after its long journey in its home sign of Gemini, Mercury is now entering Cancer. It's feeling private and introspective. Mercury in Gemini was all about our thoughts, our ideas, and looking into the future. After 2 months of paying attention to the outside world, it's now time for us to tune into ourselves. Listen to your own dialogue, your emotions, your perceptions. They're just as important as facts and logic. So take some time and tune into your own thoughts and feelings. Next, on July 13th, Tuesday, the earthy, very sensual planet of Venus. It is conjunct the fiery planet of Mars and Leo. Now, what this means is Venus and Mars, they're like opposite poles on a magnet. They attract each other as a result of their passion. So this creates something new for everyone. This can be fiery new passion for a relationship or a project. Venus conjunct Mars is like the magnetic energy to light a spark and get things flowing, get the energy moving. This Venus and Mars conjunction, it's going to draw you to somebody or something that will set you on a new path. Next, on Thursday, July 15th, Chiron, it's also known as the wounded healer. It stations retrograde in the very fiery sign of Aries. Now, Chiron transits, they always trigger a desire to heal something from our past that's been hurt or broken, and then to integrate into those healed pieces back into ourselves. Now, when Chiron travels direct, we look for healing on the outside. We look to a doctor, a shaman, chiropractor, life coach, somebody that can help get us back on the right track. When Chiron stations retrograde, we turn that focus inward and we look to ourselves and within. Therefore, we become our own healer. This is going to be a good time to take the time needed for healthy introspection and closure on any old wounds. Next, on Saturday, July 17th, the sun is going to be opposite of the transformative planet of Pluto. Now, since the sun represents our personal identity and Pluto symbolizes regeneration, we should all expect some kind of a shakeup. That when they square up across the sky from one another, for each of us, there's like an inner conflict that's going to require a new solution in order to create an integration of what's new. Pluto wants us to transform, and also it represents forces that are out of our control. Now, naturally, because we work with our ego, each one of us wants to attempt to control beyond our means things that are on the outside world. This leads to power struggles. The circumstances that are success that we need in order to be successful for this are for us to work with our higher self, to change the circumstances and create resilience. It's about letting go of our ego and working with building on inner strength. This is going to be an opportunity for each of us to transform ourselves to a higher level. Then on Wednesday, July 21st, 2021, the very sensual planet of Venus enters the detail oriented Virgo. Now, Virgo is a very practical earth sign, and Venus is the planet of feelings. I think of Venus in Virgo as having the ability to use her feelings to get organized and get things done. Now, this is going to be an opportune time for us to get in touch with our feelings, channel them for what you need or what you want. Use this time to do something that's useful for yourself. Next, on Thursday, July 22nd, 2021, the sun enters the very fiery sign of Leo. Happy birthday to all Leos out there. When the sun enters its home sign of Leo, there's a definite heat added to the season. No matter what your sun sign is, this is the best time of the year to embody all of those sun's qualities. That's love, playfulness, authenticity, confidence, courage, radiance, warmth, and generosity. Next, on Friday, July 23rd, 2021, we are going to have a full moon in the eclectic sign of Aquarius. Full moons represent endings, closure, completion. They illuminate what was hidden and previously kept in the dark. Now, full moons are when things are revealed and we gain clarity about something that was previously kept in the dark from us or hidden. So, this full moon will illuminate some shocking or hidden truths about the Saturn Pluto conjunction that happened back in January 2020 and the Jupiter Saturn conjunction in December 2020. So think back to what you were doing, where you were, and what was happening. There will be some form of closure from that time period. This full moon will give you a look at how far you've come since then. On Tuesday, July 27th, 2021, Mercury, the planet of communication, enters the very fiery sign of Leo. Now, Mercury in Cancer, it wanted you to tune into your own thoughts and feelings. Now that Mercury has entered the fiery sign of Leo, it's time for you to speak your truth. Mercury in Leo wants you to let others hear your message. Say it, own it. Rawr. On Wednesday, July 28th, 2021, the expansive planet of Jupiter. Now, it's going to re enter the sensible sign of Aquarius. This is going to be an opportunity to revisit any unfinished Jupiter in Aquarius business. So, the hope is that during this Jupiter brief transit through Pisces, it gave you an opportunity to tap into your imagination, broaden your horizons, and this will help you to answer any of these questions that you need to think outside the box. I always think about the hangman being kind of suspended, but having to think outside the box in order to move forward. So it's going to be time to go back, work with logic and reason, and finish what you've started. On Friday, July 23rd, 2021, we're going to have a full moon in the eclectic sign of Aquarius. Now, full moons represent endings, closure, completion, and they illuminate what was hidden and previously kept in the dark. So, full moons are when things are revealed and we gain clarity about something that was previously kept in the dark. So, this full moon, it's going to give you a look at how far you've come since the 2020, January 2020. So if you think back to then, what were you doing? What was the energy? So for Aries, you are working from 11th house endings. Now, the 11th house is associated with groups, friends, organizations, our hopes, our dreams. So, this is about endings and culminations that are going to be happening in this area of your life. Now, it can manifest as an ending, but a new beginning in certain areas. It could be about people moving away, friends moving away. It could be about you leaving a group or an association. It's about friends, groups, and some sort of ending that needs to take place in order for you to start fresh. Remember that the sun is illuminating the fire, the passion, where we are drawn to, what all of this fiery energy. And the full moon is going to be saying, okay, I am lit up here. Where do I have an ending with so I can move forward with? Maybe you've outgrown it. Maybe you are outgrowing some friends, but 11th house. So, if you're interested in learning more about astrology, you can go to willowgracemystic.com and sign up for my Astrology for Beginners class. So, on Friday, July 23rd, 2021, we're going to have a full moon in the eclectic sign of Aquarius. Remember that full moons represent endings, closure, completion. They illuminate what was hidden, some things that were kept in the dark, and they're when things are revealed. They represent endings, a clean slate, starting over. So there's going to be some kind of a closure during this time period. Also, if you go back and think, what were you doing back in January 2020 and December of 2020? This is going to give you some kind of illumination or closure about something that was going on at that time period in your life. So for Taurus, this is in your 10th house. The 10th house represents It's your career, your public recognition. This is some kind of a culmination in this area of your life. This is manifesting as it could end of you're ending one career to start another one, planning on retirement. Are you transferring from one position to another? Are you being fired? Are you are you being given a raise? So you're leaving one job, going to another. This is about public attention. This is where the sunlight is going to be shining, Leo fire energy, but you're going to have this eclectic energy of some kind of closure in your 10th house of career and public recognition. If you want to learn more about astrology, you can go to my website, willowgracemystic.com, and sign up for Astrology for Beginners there. Gemini. So on Friday, July 23rd, 2021, we're going to have a full moon in the eclectic sign of Aquarius. And full moons represent endings, closure, completion. They illuminate things that were hidden, previously kept in the dark. They are about revealing and giving us clarity about something that was hidden that we didn't know about. So think back to January 2020 and December of 2020, the two times, and think about what was going on, and there's going to be some kind of closure for that time period. This full moon is going to give you a look at how far you've come since then. So, Gemini, this is in your ninth house. And for you, the ninth house represents higher learning, foreign people, foreign things, broad, going farther away, far distance travel. So, what is ending for you? Are you stopping a learning? Are you, this is also school or religion or a deep dive into it. It's about expanding our horizon through long distance travel and foreign people, foreign things. This can also mean publishing. So, a full moon in the ninth house is going to be signaling some kind of endings. There's going to be some kind of culmination where something that you've been doing in this area is now going to come to an end. It could manifest as you're completing this faraway job, you're completing a class, you are ending higher education. It could be a graduation, it could be related to something with studies. The ninth house also covers publishing, the law, and it's about legal matters. So, publishing or something that has to do with that, and an ending to that in order for a new beginning to manifest later. So, shock, surprise, eclectic, energetic, electricity, endings in that area of your life. If you are interested in learning more about astrology, you can sign up for my Astrology for Beginners class at willowgracemystic.com. On Friday, July 23rd, 2021, we're going to have a full moon in the eclectic sign of Aquarius. Now, full moons represent endings, closure, completion. They illuminate what was hidden and being kept in the dark, and they're about revealing so we can have clarity about something that's previously been kept from us. So, this full moon is going to illuminate something shocking, something hidden, a truth about the Saturn Pluto conjunction back from January 2020 and about the December 2020 Jupiter Saturn conjunction. So think back, what were you doing then? And where were you? What was happening? There's going to be some kind of ending and closure from that time period. It's also going to give you a chance to look back and see how far you've come since then. Now, Cancer, this full moon is in your eighth house. Now, for you, the eighth house is associated with shared income, finances, possessions, partners, inheritance, taxes, insurance. It's about the eighth house is going to be some kind of an ending or a culmination in the partnership with money, finances in your area of your life. It could manifest as the end of a joint property. It could be the end, it could be a divorce settlement. It could mean an inheritance. It could mean child support. It just means somebody else's money that you are going to be working with, and there's going to be an ending to it. So, if you're interested in learning about astrology, you can go to my website, willowgracemystic.com, and sign up for my Astrology for Beginners class to learn more about you and your natal chart. On Friday, July 23rd, 2021, we're going to have a full moon in the eclectic sign of Aquarius. Now, full moons, they represent endings, closures, completion. They illuminate what was hidden and what was previously kept in the dark. Full moons are when things are revealed and we gain clarity about something that's previously been kept from us. Now, this one is going to illuminate some shocking, that would be the Aquarius, or hidden, that would be the moon, truths about the Saturn Pluto conjunction back in January 2020 and the Jupiter Saturn conjunction from December 2020. So think back that January, December. Think back to what you were doing and what was happening. There will be some type of closure from that time period. This moon is going to give you a chance to look back at how far you've come since then. Now, Leo, this is manifesting, this energy is in your seventh house. And for you, the seventh house is associated with one-on-one relationships or partnerships. So this could be romantic, this could be business, this could also mean close friends. So a full moon in the seventh house could signal some endings or culminations to a relationship with a partner or a friend or a work associate. It could manifest as in our relationships with like possibly a breakup of. It could be because you're moving on to the next stage of a relationship, that we're ending this portion to move on to something else. We're ending the culmination with just a partner. It may not even involve us. So, normally the seventh house is always linked to romantic, but remember that this could also include one on one with clients or partnerships or close friends. So, three different endings with one-on-one uh, manifesting in your seventh house of relationships. So if you would like to learn more about your astrology chart, you can sign up for my astrology for beginners at willowgracemystic.com. I would love to work with you. On Friday, July 23rd, 2021, we're going to have a full moon in the eclectic sign of Aquarius. Now, full moons represent endings, closure, completion. They illuminate what was hidden and previously kept in the dark. Full moons are about revealing things that, in order to give us clarity about something that we just didn't know about or something that was hidden from us. This full moon is going to illuminate some shocking, that would be Aquarius, or hidden, the full moon information about the Saturn Pluto conjunction that happened back in January 2020 and in December 2020. So think back to that time period. What was going on in your life? There's going to be some form of closure from that time period. This full moon is going to give you a look at how far you've come since then. And Virgo, for you, this is happening in your sixth house. Now, the sixth house for you is associated with health, our daily routine, our pets, our work. It's connected to endings with maybe a routine or maybe a job or something to do with pets. There will be some kind of ending that's going on in your life that you are now going to be done with and ready to move on to something new. There may be some kind of a shock or surprise attached to it or something that will be illuminated because of it, but this is you ending one so you can move on to something else. So, if you are interested in learning more about your astrology chart, please join me at willowgracemystic.com for astrology for beginners. On Friday, July 23rd, 2021, we're going to have a full moon in the eclectic sign of Aquarius. Now, full moons, they represent endings, closure, completion. They illuminate what was hidden and previously kept in the dark from us. Full moons are when things are revealed and we gain clarity about something that was previously being kept from us. The full moon is going to illuminate possibly something shocking, that would be Aquarius, or hidden, that would be the full moon from January 2020 and our December 2020. So think back to what you were doing and where you were and what was happening. And this is about you gaining some kind of closure from that time period. It's about you looking back to and giving you a chance to look back to how far you've come since then. Now, Libra, this is happening in your fifth house. I love the fifth house. The fifth house is associated with children, creativity, romance. It's the fun house, what you do for fun. So there could be some kind of ending, culmination. This could manifest as something with your children, them moving out. This could be finishing school. This could mean a graduation of them. This could be you finishing an artistic project that you've been working on. This is what are you doing for fun? There will be some kind of ending of fun, romance, some kind of a completion of, so you can move on past there. Now, this could be an art project, it could be launching something new because this part is over, but it's definitely illuminating and there'll be some shock and surprise with it. So, if you're interested in finding more about your astrology chart, you can join me at willowgracemystic.com and sign up for my astrology for beginners. On Friday, July 23rd, 2021, we're going to have a full moon in the eclectic sign of Aquarius. Full moons represent endings, closure, completion. They illuminate what was hidden and previously kept from us in the dark. So, full moons, they reveal things to us, they give us clarity about things. So, this full moon is going to be illuminating something shocking, Aquarius, hidden. Our full moon about the Saturn Pluto conjunction that happened in January 2020 and the Jupiter Saturn from December 2020. So think back to those time periods. What were you doing? Where were you at? What was going on with you? And there's going to be some kind of closure for that time period. It's about an ending, a closure. This full moon is going to give you a look at how far you've come since then. And Scorpio, this is in your fourth house. Now, the fourth house is always associated with our home, our family, our pets, our real estate. It could mean past lives. It can be mother. It can signal some kind of endings or culminations that are going to be ending in those areas of our life. It could manifest as paying off your mortgage. It could manifest as moving, a completion of real estate. It could be something that's related with your family. It could mean your parents. It could manifest as some type of ending, as in retiring or downsizing or becoming an empty nester. But it's about endings, full disclosure, opening things up to end them and shut them down. So, if you're interested in finding more about your own astrology chart, you can follow me at willowgracemystic.com and sign up for my Astrology for Beginners class. On Friday, July 23rd, we're going to have a full moon in the eclectic sign of Aquarius. Now, full moons represent endings and closures, completions. They illuminate what was hidden and previously kept in the dark, and full moons are when things are revealed and that we are able to gain clarity about something that's been previously kept from us. So, this full moon is going to illuminate some shocking, Aquarius, hidden truths, the moon, about the Saturn Pluto conjunction from January 2020 and the Jupiter Saturn conjunction in December 2020. So think back to those two time periods. What were you doing? Where were you at? What was happening? There's going to be some ending, some closure from that time period. This full moon is going to give you a look at how far you've come since then. Now, for Sagittarius, this is in your third house. And the third house for you is associated with early education, short distance travel, educational courses, general communication, local neighborhood, things that are close to home are in our area. So, this full moon occurring in your third house could manifest as a completion of something with a sibling, something with your local neighborhood. It could be a relationship comes to an end, or there's been a following out of a relationship that's going to be coming to an end. It could have to do with your neighbors or siblings, but it's definitely going to be something close to home. So, to find out more about your own personal chart, you can learn more at my Astrology for Beginners class. Sign up at willowgracemystic.com. On Friday, July 23rd, 2021, we're going to have a full moon in the eclectic sign of Aquarius. Now, full moons represent endings, closure, and completion. They illuminate what was hidden and previously kept in the dark because full moons they want to reveal things. They want to give us clarity about something that's been previously kept from us. So this full moon is going to illuminate some shocking Aquarius reveal full moon things that have been kept from us. So it's going to illuminate some things from the Saturn Pluto conjunction that happened in January 2020 and the Jupiter Saturn conjunction in December 2020. So I want you to take a moment, think back to what you were doing, where you were, what was happening, and this is about gaining some closure for that time period. This full moon will have you taking a look back to see how far that you've come since then. Now, Capricorn, this energy is manifesting in your second house. And the second house for you represents your income, your finances, your personal possessions. So a full moon is about endings, culminations in these areas of your life. It's about manifesting a time when you've reached a financial pinnacle. There can be an ending with this. It could be a time when you've saved up enough money and now you can go out and buy it, that you've put away enough for an item that you've budgeted for. It could also mean that you get a pay raise or that you get a bonus or that you're paying off a large debt. But it's about a culmination, ending your finances, your money, and debt, pay raise, home, all of those things. So, to find out more about how this affects you in your own personal chart, you can sign up for my Astrology for Beginners at willowgracemystic.com. On Friday, July 23rd, 2021, we're going to have a full moon in the eclectic sign of Aquarius. Now, full moons represent endings, closure, completion. They illuminate what was hidden and previously kept from us in the dark. Now, full moons are when things are revealed, we gain clarity about them, and that something has been kept from us. So this full moon is going to illuminate something shocking, Aquarius, or hidden, full moon, revealing it about the Saturn-Pluto conjunction from January 2020 and from the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction from December 2020. So we have January and December of 2020. Think back. What were you doing? Where were you? What was happening? There's going to be some form of closure about that time period. You're going to be looking back at how far you've come since then. Now, Aquarius, this is happening in your first house of self. It's about you. It's about your body, your appearance, how other people see you. It's a full moon in your first house usually triggers and represents some form of endings or culminations with um, how you look. Now, in the first house, it's usually a very emotional time because this is not about what's visible to others. This is about finalizing and finishing touches that are coming to an end for you trying to create a new look, a new image, changes in your personality and integrating it, your health. Are you getting yourself back on track? So, for this full moon to be happening in your first house, this is you turning over a new leaf, and the old you is going to be shed to the new you of what you are integrating into what is becoming the new you. To find out more about your own personal chart, you can sign up for my Astrology for Beginners at willowgracemystic.com. On Friday, July 23rd, 2021, we're going to have a full moon in the eclectic sign of Aquarius. Now, full moons represent endings. It's about closure, completion. They illuminate what was hidden and previously kept in the dark. Full moons are when things are revealed and we gain clarity about something that's been previously kept from us. So this full moon is going to illuminate full moon, shocking Aquarius, something that's been hidden about the Saturn-Pluto conjunction from January 2020 and the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction from December 2020. So we're looking at January and December. So I want you to think back. What were you doing? Where were you? What was happening? There's going to be some kind of closure for that time period. This full moon is going to give you an opportunity to look back and see how far you've come since then. So Pisces, this is happening in your 12th house. Now, the 12th house is generally associated with what is hidden, what is secret, confinement, seclusion. So this can relate to addictions, illness, things of our own undoing. So a full moon in the 12th house is signaling some kind of endings or culminations to these areas of your house. A full moon could manifest as a period of withdrawal or seclusion, or meaning going to some kind of a retreat. This could be a healthy retreat. This could be a hospital. This could also be rehab. This is about retreating inside to heal from within. So this could be maybe you are taking something. This could be drumming. This could be meditation. This could be anything. A woman's retreat. And so it's a time for taking time for yourself before you go back out into the real world. So ending, taking care of others, focus on you, and heal so you can come out the new you. To find out more about your astrology, you can sign up for my astrology for beginners at willowgracemystic.com. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing.